Hi everyone, it's Fiona here from fionamarks.com, and today I'm sharing with you all about the Asheville Vedic Astrology Apprenticeship program that is now self-paced and available for you on Teachable. I have gotten so much out of this apprenticeship that I'm really pleased to be able to invite you at your own pace, in your own time, in your own way, to follow this thorough, well thought out teaching program. And I want to put together several videos to really share with you what the apprenticeship program is like so that you know what you're getting yourself in for. And so let's begin that because like me, you can access now the program on Teachable. Everybody who goes there can have a look at how rich and deep and thorough this program is. So the whole curriculum is available for you to see the topics before you make any decision about whether it's right for you. You can see as we scroll through, there's just so many lectures here for you. So let's break it down and look at the main components of the Asheville Vedic Astrology Apprenticeship Program on teachable.com. The first semester is about rashis and signs. It's more than 22 hours of lectures. There are 9 classes. Ryan has, when I started this apprenticeship with him, he spoke about this being at that university level. And if you look at university courses, they are generally 15 to 16 contact hours per semester. And most college and university courses are 3 semesters. So you can see that this is the level that we're talking about. Many hours of lectures. These are not podcasts or discussions where a tutorial group is chatting and catching up. This is content being delivered by the expert, by the lecturer. So rashis and signs, 9 classes, 22 hours. Then the second semester is 6 bhava and houses classes. That's more than 15 hours of lectures on the bhavas and houses. The third semester, there are 8 classes about grahas and planets, and that is more than 17 hours of lecture time. And you can see this was our first year. For you, when you do it on Teachable, it runs once every 8 days. You get sent a video, so you're running at a faster pace than we were. But this was our first year. So can you imagine devoting the first year of your astrology studies at this university level, that is at that kind of lectures per week level, contact hours per week, just on signs, houses, and planets, and what a great foundation that was. I don't know whether you can see the little PowerPoint background that I chose here is bricks, because this course is really taking the time to make sure that you have the foundation that you need to read charts. I've gone ahead, arrived into the apprenticeship with no knowledge of astrology and have followed this course step by step. But now that I've finished, I'm beginning to be aware of other styles of astrology and other teachers and other thoughts. And for example, I'm very much enjoying being acquainted slightly with Western astrology. And I love listening to Rick Levine, and he has a foundations course. Actually, he's just starting foundations too. But the foundation course that he has was 5 lectures. So you can see how deep and rich this course is. Now, after you've got a foundation in signs, houses, and planets, there's 21 hours, 9 classes on Shadbala, the potencies of the planets. Then there are 9 classes on the Avashtas, more than 21 hours in that course. And finally, for what was our second year, there are planetary yoga classes. There are 8 of them. There's more than 16 hours of lectures in that. So here we have the second year. You can see again at that kind of course output that you would expect of going to university, the kind of contact time that you would expect. And then in what was our third year, there are 8 classes on the nodes, which is more than 16 hours of lectures. There are 7 classes on the Vargas, 24 hours of lectures on the Vargas, exactly. And then there are 8 classes on timing and dashas, and that is 17 hours of content. So this is what you're looking at for that exposure, that in the first year, foundation on signs, houses, and planets. In the second year, you really begin to learn about the potencies of the planets, their avashtas, and the yogas that they're making. And then in the third year, bringing it all together, looking at Rahu and Ketu, looking at how these refract into Vargas, and then finally, how do you pull that together to see patterns of events that are going to occur at a particular time. So that is the content of the Vedic Astrology Apprenticeship Program on teachable.com. But there's more, because you guys are so lucky. You get bonus material. So we covered just that content. If you are on, you've signed up and you're subscribed to this apprenticeship from Teachable, you are also getting bonus material throughout your whole apprenticeship. There are 10 items. You get the Atmakaraka and the soul planet in relationships. You get a course on planetary strengths, weaknesses, qualities, and energies. You get the myth and magic of planets. This is an amazing course that is really going to deepen your understanding of the planets by understanding their mythological stories. You get Astrology 101, an overview or putting all of these elements together in a short course. There's bonus material around the cusps, rashis, dashas, and transits. You get also bonus material for Rahu, Ketu, astrological remedies, and how to counsel with those. You get, as well as all that Varga material that we talked about, the 24 hours of Varga material, you get a whole separate Navamsha and Dasamsha additional course. Those 2 important Vargas that people are going to ask you about a lot. You get an extra Dashas course as well as the timing and Dashas course. You get a whole Prajna astrology course as well as the timing and dashas and the extra dashas course. And then you also get the astrological principles of Jaimini Sutras. So all of those are dispersed throughout. So for example, when you finish Rashis and signs here, when you finish Rashis and signs, then, sorry, I've managed to stuff that up now. When you finish Rashis and signs, you have the Atmakaraka course. It's like in between, taking a break before the next Bhavas and house classes start. And then as you go through, you'll get these bonus courses. Here's the myth and magic, you see, after the grahas and planets. So they're all appropriately, the bonus material is slipped into the existing apprenticeship at appropriate places to give you even more depth and richness to your astrological knowledge and abilities. So I hope that this gives you some idea. Can be a bit overwhelming to look at this huge curriculum. Hopefully that gives you some idea of what you are signing yourself up for, the richness that is there for you. I'm looking forward to sharing with you my experience of some of these courses so you get even more feel for that, for the reality of, let me just take you back here, for the reality of the Asheville Vedic Astrology Apprenticeship Program on teachable.com. I'll put the link in the YouTube for you to go check it out yourself. And of course, you can contact me for any questions. It was one of the things I'm so happy to talk about, because it's taken me from knowing nothing about astrology to working all day, every day on this material. All right, I look forward to seeing you in the next video.